I give God all the glory, I give him all the praise, and I give him all the adoration for having healed me of myocardial infarction. In February 2024, I went to the hospital and my blood pressure was very, very high. It was 220/106. So I was admitted in the hospital for 5 days. They ran all the tests, and the cardiologists were like, I had a heart attack, and it's like I didn't know, maybe it was a minor one. I rejected it. They did all sorts of tests. They did MRI, they did CTI, they did all sorts of tests, they did ultrasound, they did everything. At the end of the day, they said I was going to go for angioplasty, which is where they put a stent in your heart, to open up your heart because the blood arteries are blocked. But as God will have it, I kept rejecting it all the while I was in the hospital. I was on NSPPD. I was praying. On the 25th of April, some few minutes into the prayer, Pastor Jerry mentioned my case. He said, there's somebody who they're supposed to put something in the heart. They would not have to put it.
I don't know what artificial thing they said they're going to put in your heart. But hear me as I hear the Lord. If you will not doubt, I announce it is reversed right now.
Then he said again that myocardia, he mentioned my case just the way it was. He said myocardial infarction is reversed.
I see it written in front of me. Myocardial infarction. Myocardial infarction. If you're the one, put it on the live stream. The devil is a liar. I announce, let it be reversed.
I screamed, I received it, I was jumping, I was shouting. 6 weeks later, I was in the hospital for the procedure. But on getting to the hospital, I told the nurses who were preparing me for the procedure that I think I should just go through another test because I feel very well, and I don't think my arteries are blocked. And they were like, no, okay. At the end of the day, they agreed with me to wait for the cardiologist. So when the cardiologist came, he checked me, and they did MRI, they did CTI, they did ultrasound of my kidneys, they did ultrasound of the ultrasound for the kidney was clear. There was no test they didn't do. They did diabetes test. It was every single test they were coming in was negative. And then I told myself, I said, I've been on NSPPD since 2020. It's not possible. All this communion I've been taking, it's not possible for them to see anything. No, it will be clear. Besides, Pastor Jerry mentioned my case. So that means there's no way there's any myocardial infarction. There's no way my arteries are blocked. There's no way my blood vessels are weak. It's not going to be possible. Then one of the cardiologists came in, and the next thing I heard was like, oh, you might be having a bypass surgery, or you might be having a surgery for the heart. I said, no, I won't have it. Not me. Everything in my heart is clear. Then he said, we'll see, but we need to check. I was like, fine, you check, but you find nothing. And then I went in for the procedure. As I was going in for the procedure, I listened to Oh Lord Show Me Mercy all night, all day. I went in for the procedure. 15 minutes into the procedure, the cardiologist looked at me and said, all clear. That is nothing. Then I was like, yes. What God cannot do does not exist. And then I went back into the ward. The cardiologist came and was like, okay, when would you like to go home? Because your results came out negative, your arteries are fine, your blood vessels is fine. I want to thank God for having kept me, because it is only God that would have kept me. I want to appreciate God for everything He has been doing ever since I started attending NSPPD. God answers prayers on this altar. Pastor Jerry, I want to thank you. I appreciate God for your life. The oil on your head will never run dry.
Celebrate the Lord, 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 celebrate the Lord. Somebody Somebody give the Lord a loud shout of praise. We serve a God who never fails. We serve a God who never fails. We serve a God who never fails. Who never fails. Jesus never fails. Forevermore. Amen. Jesus never fails. Amen. Jesus never fails. Amen. Jesus never fails. Jesus never fails. Jesus never fails. Forevermore.